Hello everyone, welcome to this part of the video where we are going to explore what we call bearings. Okay, so before even we learn about bearings, it is important that we know how to navigate knowing the position of the objects. This is important. With reference, it is with reference to another. Okay, so giving this as an example for this particular part here, where we are going to know the position of the objects with reference to O at the center, where A, B, C and D are positions with respect to O. Looking at A, so this is what we will say. A is due east of O. Okay, so you can see that is the position of A and the reference point is O, and this is east of O. So B is due south of again O. I guess you can see where we are going towards already, right? If I know C is west of O, C is due west of O, and D is due north of O. So you can see that when we talk about the bearings, it is always with reference to a particular position of the object, and we are looking at the east, north, west and south. And now we will talk about the true bearing, where we will then tap on our knowledge about angles. So this is important. The angle is going to be measured for these 3 points from the north. So the north arrow that you are going to see in subsequent example, we will always draw the north arrow, and we will always go in the clockwise direction. And very importantly, bearing is written in a 3-digit number, and if it is not an exact value, we do correct to 1 decimal place since it is angles measured in degrees. Yeah? And with that in mind, let's start to give you with an example first. Okay? In this diagram, the bearing of A from B, this is important, because this tells us where to draw the north arrow. From where? From B. So B is where we are going to draw the north arrow, and we are going to measure in clockwise direction. That's why you see the arrow is going clockwise to where? Very good. Notice A and B. So A and B makes the line that we will draw, such that now we can see this angle already, 50 degrees. Do take note to write in 3-digit. We add an extra 0 in front. This is only for bearing. Okay? So that is the key. 3-digit. Okay, And for bearing of B from A, so notice, if the bearing is going to measure from A, then we will have to draw the north arrow now at where? At A. Yes? And again, A and B makes that ending line. And when we draw the bearing, we are going to start from the north arrow and we draw in a clockwise direction. That's why you will see this. And this angle that I've just drawn will be the bearing of B from A. And how do we get that? We can use either alternate angles, interior angles to solve for this. I do see that it is A. I saw that there is an alternate angle here. There is also a 180 degrees here, so that the bearing of B from A will be 180 plus my 50 degrees from the alternate angle to give me a final answer of 230 degrees. Alright. And now with more examples. So we will have the bearings of the objects of J, K, L, and N with reference to O. So let's practice. So the bearing, this is how you present your answer, by the way. So I will always start with the bearing of J from O is equals to from O. So that's where we are going to draw the north arrow. O and J is going to be our ending line. And we are going to draw the arrow to denote the angle, which is our bearing. So in this case, this is equals to 60 degrees. But remember, we need to make sure that it is a 3-digit number. So bearing of K from O. So as you can see, we are going to repeat this. From O means the north arrow is going to be at O. O and K will be the ending line. And starting from the north arrow, we are going to draw an end at the ending line. And this angle here will be my bearing of K from O. So in this case, it's 120 degrees already in 3 digits. That will be the answer. So bearing of L from O. From O means that's where we are going to draw the north arrow. L and O makes the ending line. And starting from the north arrow, we draw in a clockwise direction until we reach the ending line. And this angle here, in this case, is 230, is our bearing of L from O. And last example, bearing of M from O. So by now you would have seen that I'm just repeating for the 4th time. Step 1, must know where to draw the north arrow. Step 2, you must know where the bearing ends. Step 3, draw an arrow in a clockwise direction starting from the north arrow until the ending line. And this will be the bearing that we are looking at. In this case, it's 300 degrees. Alright? So this is the brief introduction of what is a bearing, and more importantly, how can we find bearings of objects with reference to another object. Okay? Stay tuned for more as we explore more examples of bearings.